Did you know that caregivers spend an average of 20 hours per week tending to a relative 65 or older? Now there's help in the Senior Guidance Directory. It's informative and easy to read with more than 75 categories of helpful information from A to Z, topics like medications, housing and home care, and protection from fraud or identity theft. Pick up your free copy at any Houston area Kroger pharmacies or call this number for more information. Brought to you by the Houston Junior Forum and your friends at KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first.
Cerebral palsy. This devastating injury forever changes the lives it touches. If someone you love is a victim of cerebral palsy, call this number now. They may be entitled to financial compensation if medical malpractice is judged to be a cause of their condition. Stop wondering. Although many factors can contribute to this illness, medical mistakes do cause cerebral palsy. You deserve to get answers to your questions. Call this number now and take the first step toward your peace of mind.
You're watching KPRC Channel 2.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston Daybreak, first at 5.
Stories you'll want to know this morning: an arrest made in the missing basketball player mystery. We'll tell you who's behind bars right now accused of killing the Baylor student.
Also, Americans fell in love with her and her dramatic story during the war with Iraq. Well, now former POW Jessica Lynch is getting ready to come home today.
Very nice homecoming. We look forward to that, and it's good to see that that's going to happen. And good morning. Good Tuesday morning, July 22nd. Hope you're having a good day, and hopefully traffic's going to be good outside today.
You know, Greg and my partner and we've been back there scanning the freeways this morning, trying to find overnight road work. It's all been picked up.
Oh, that's a good thing.
It is, and there's no wrecks to tell everybody about, so that's it. I'm going to go home. Oh, I'm sorry. I need job justification. You know how that works.
I understand.
Things look really good out there in the freeways this morning with no problems, slows, or delays anywhere that we can find. Let's go to the maps right now. It's minimal drive times around town, starting off on 59, the Southwest Freeway. Traffic coming in from Richmond, Rosenberg, all the way to the downtown area, moving delay-free. Same thing on the other end of 59, East Tex Freeway coming out of Kingwood into downtown, looking good there. Here's a live Super City Cam shot to prove to you that there's nothing going on. I-10, the Baytown East at the San Jacinto Street overpass. Things look really good there. And also, we're going to take a look at the Northwest Freeway out there at 43rd. And as you can tell, traffic there is moving delay-free, too. That's your Goodson Chrysler Jeep Dodge Time Saver traffic report.
Well, is weather going to be as nice as the traffic is?
Well, unfortunately not. It was hot yesterday. We made it up to 96. You know, that means the heat index was above 100 degrees. It looks like we're going to go there again today. Outside right now, still not a whole lot going on. That ridge of high pressure continues to affect us. The heat is what we'll focus on again today. It's 80 degrees right now, and it's 5:02. The heat index right now is 87, so obviously a warm morning means a very hot afternoon, as temperatures again today will go into the mid-90s, up to 90 by lunchtime. No big chances of rain today. That changes tomorrow. I'll be back with those details in about 10 minutes.
And straight to our big story this morning: a roommate of missing Baylor basketball player Patrick Dennehy is arrested and charged with murder. The Waco Police Department told the Dallas Morning News Carlton Dotson has confessed to killing Dennehy. Dotson, shortly after arrest this morning, this is his picture here in his home state of Maryland last night. And despite the reports, he says he never confessed to anything. Dotson has been a so-called person of interest ever since Dennehy's disappearance in June. He was finally arrested after a series of events that started on Sunday. Authorities say Dotson called police from a grocery store in Chestertown, Maryland, asking for help. He was picked up, taken to a hospital for evaluation, and while there overnight, police say Dotson then requested to speak to FBI agents.
After the interviews with the FBI, which were initiated by Mr. Dotson, authorities in Waco, Texas, issued a warrant for his arrest. At that point, we execute the warrant for the Texas authorities.
Dotson will be in court later this morning for a hearing. Waco police are holding a news conference later today, and of course, News 2 Houston will bring you the very latest on this developing story throughout the day.
5:03 now. I'm here in the Satellite Center, where we are following the latest reports of yet another U.S. soldier killed while serving in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Just a few minutes ago, military leaders reported one soldier was killed, another injured after a rebel ambush in the Sunni Triangle. But today, another American soldier is getting ready to return home to a hero's welcome. This morning, former POW Jessica Lynch will be back in her hometown for the very first time since she left for the war. NBC's Brian Moore has more on Private Lynch's return from Elizabeth, West Virginia.
Jessica Lynch heads home today a decorated war hero. In her final hours at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington, she was awarded the Bronze Star for bravery, the Purple Heart, and the POW Medal. A few hundred miles and a world away, her tiny town of Palestine is putting the final touches on a long-awaited homecoming. Everywhere you look, flags and yellow ribbons, and everyone abuzz about their Jessica.
She was precious. Little blonde-haired little gal.
At the Roberts General Store, they remember the polite girl who popped in for sodas with her friends. Jim Roberts runs the place, and as a World War II veteran, says he's proud to know her.
Well, I'll tell you, frankly, every war needs a hero.
Lynch became a hero by accident. Her unit turned around in the fog of war, a captive for 9 days before she was rescued. Her ordeal made headlines around the world, but back here at home, some are still wondering what all the fuss is about.
Why are they making such a big deal of it, you know, because everyone's like that around here. I mean, you know, they stand up for what they believe in.
I know people saying that it didn't happen the way it happened. It doesn't matter. She's here, she's alive, she's well, she survived.
Lynch left this tiny slice of West Virginia farm country in search of a better life. And if her experiences haven't changed her, they've changed her hometown and everyone she knows and loves. And this morning, the incredible, improbable journey of Jessica Lynch comes full circle. Welcomed back by her own as a hometown hero. In Elizabeth, West Virginia, Brian Moore, NBC News.
Now, while Lynch was in the hospital, volunteers remodeled her home, so it's going to be easier now for her to get around, given her injuries. And while the Lynches are waiting for their daughter's return, a Dickinson family is waiting to be reunited with their 5-year-old son.
Early this morning, an Amber Alert was issued for Christopher Bubba Byerly. Well, less than an hour ago, we got word that he'd been found. News to Houston's Amy Barnett, live in Dickinson, Galveston County, with more on the little boy's return. Amy?
Well, what a happy ending this morning after a horrible night of worrying. We can tell you that. We're at the Texas Accuweather Center here in Dickinson. We've got some pictures to show you. Late last night, 5-year-old Christopher Devin Allen Byerly, also known as Bubba, had been reported missing. He'd been missing since yesterday. His father and stepmother allowed him to spend the day with a family friend, Daryl Shaver. But when Shaver failed to return the young boy yesterday evening, they became very concerned. Last night, area police departments and Texas Accuweather got involved in the search for Christopher, and about an hour ago, Alvin police found the boy asleep in an apartment after a family member spotted the Blazer Shaver was driving outside. Now, the boy was unharmed, and Shaver is in police custody. We are waiting for Alvin police to come here with the young boy to reunite him with his family and to tell us exactly what was going on inside that apartment and why Shaver says he took the boy and did not return him. But more importantly, a reunion will be occurring here in just a few moments. And so let's talk to this family who is obviously very, very excited. We have Mom Bobette Overman here. We have Dad Richard Byerly and stepmom Jody Byerly, as well as LaBrianna, his little sister. Mom, how are you feeling this morning?
Exhausted, ecstatic. I can't wait for him to get here. He's been gone way too long. I don't believe they could get here quick enough to make me happy.
What has the night been like for you? This has got to be crazy, unbelievable.
Unbelievable, undescribable. Just totally, it's tearing me up. Awful. I don't know if anyone knows what it's like to have a son that's missing, you know, for as long as they had. I didn't know where he was, you know, but thank God with the help from a bunch of friends and family, Accuweather helped us find our baby, and he's coming home.
All right, good deal. Dad, what will you do when you see Christopher in just a few moments?
I'm fixing to give him the biggest hug he's ever had.
I bet so. And how about you?
Same.
All right, little sister, we heard no fighting, right? No fighting allowed for a few days. What will you do when you see your little brother?
Hug him.
Tell him you love him? All right, thank you so much. Again, fantastic news. The little boy has been found. He is doing well. He was asleep when police went into the apartment and found Daryl Shaver in there. And police from Alvin will be bringing the young boy here in just a few moments. So we hope to bring that to you as well. We are live in Dickinson, Galveston County. I'm Amy Barnett.
That is a happy homecoming. Well, new this morning, Sugar Land police on another note are investigating the shooting death of an 18-year-old man. Police say a fight broke out at a home on West Heather Rock in Flint Rock last night between the victim's brother and a group of young men. At some point, a gun was pulled, and soon after, the victim was shot. He later died at a hospital. Police are still searching for that gunman. A candlelight vigil honors the 4 Clear Lake area teens found shot to death inside a home last night. Family and friends gathered last night to remember those young victims. Autopsy reports show horrible deaths for each of them, suffering multiple gunshot wounds. One victim was also struck in the head with a blunt object. Their families say the flowers and prayers are helping them make it through.
I'm going to be strong. That's right. If it doesn't hit me like tonight or in the morning, it's going to hit me when I walk through those doors tomorrow.
Houston police still have no motive or suspects in the case.
509 now. New this morning, at least 11 people are killed and hundreds more are injured when a massive earthquake rocks China. The magnitude 6 quake struck just before 11 o'clock last night in the Yunnan province, about 1,400 miles southwest of Beijing. The earthquake and its 2 aftershocks also caused thousands of homes and buildings to collapse.
Well, it was a great start to the morning. Hardly any traffic at all. Don, with that job justification, the report was fabulous, showing all the highways and byways. Don, I feel you, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Well, yeah, you know, I've got a job today, and I'm going to make sure that I've got one tomorrow. I don't care what's going on the freeways. Hey, it's minimal drive times right now. 290, 1960 to the 610 West Loop, 15-minute trip. 22 minutes out there on I-10, the Katy Freeway, Barker Cypress to downtown, and it's a 20-minute trip from NASA Road 1 to the downtown area on 45, the Gulf Freeway this morning. It is good sailing all around town. I-10, the Baytown East, over on 225, the LaPorte Highway, as well as the Beltway over the Ship Channel. Looking good there. Here's our live Super City Cam shot this morning. Going to take you down to the Gulf Freeway and the Galveston Causeway. Traffic is light there this morning with no slows or delays. Same thing, 225 at that famous Miller cutoff. No slows there either. And that is your Goodson Chrysler Jeep Dodge Time Saver traffic report. Now to the Accuweather Storm Center, another hot one in store for us. Here's Wes with the detail.
Yeah, I tell you what, there were about 15 places at or above 100 yesterday around Texas. Here in Houston, we hit 96, and I tell you what, we need some rain, and we're waiting on it, not only to help increase our chances of getting us back above that 8-inch deficit that we are, but also maybe to help cool us down. So there is a weak frontal boundary up around Oklahoma and the North Texas border. Associated with that frontal boundary, these clouds and showers that you can see, they're going to continue to push south. Today, not having an effect on us, so today still hot and dry. In fact, we start the morning pretty warm, right around 79 degrees. But these showers, the cool front, will push close to our area, not really sweeping through, having an effect on us, but it will increase our rain chances tomorrow. As for today, though, as I said, hot and dry, just like we were yesterday. We'll go about 95 with temperatures very quickly warming up to 90 by lunchtime.
81 degrees now at 512.
It is scary enough having surgery, wondering what could go wrong, but one patient was killed on the way to the operating room. Hear about the freak accident coming up on Daybreak.
Plus, in Morning on the Move, I'll give you tips to save money on your car insurance.
Lemon Twist V8 juice has a light and refreshing squeeze of lemon. It's another delicious way to get your full serving of vegetables. In fact, sometimes it's the only way. Lemon Twist V8, a new way to drink smarter.
It's a heartbreaking Houston fact. 1 in 3 children is going hungry every day. That's why one special group has made feeding our kids its life's mission. See who it is, where they came from, and how you can help. On News 2 Houston, Night Beat at 10.
Portion of this program is brought to you by Diamond Shamrock. Diamond Shamrock has a cool way to quench your thirst. Zip in and upsize your fountain drink for free. All summer at Diamond Shamrock, keeping you on the go.
514 now. Mr. Food has a bright idea for all the night owls out there who love to barbecue.
Something that he says will allow you to cook out around the clock.
When we light up our grill during the day, it's a cinch to see how well our food is cooking. But when the sun goes down and we're cooking by nothing more than the moonlight or a flashlight, it's a bit trickier to get a good look at what we're doing. Well, I recently came across some bright new ideas to share with you. They're grill lights. Yeah, It's a simple idea that's absolutely a must-have when we're cooking at night. You see, they eliminate all the guesswork. And with such a big assortment of weatherproof and heat-resistant ones to choose from, there's bound to be one right for our grill type. And for our budget, too. Well, this one, right here, attaches right to our grill handle. So for those of us who have grills with lids, you simply fasten this cordless battery-operated gizmo right onto the handle, aiming it right for the cooking grate. And every time we raise the lid to check on things, we can see perfectly. Okay, another choice. Really great is this flexible, extra-long gooseneck lamp that clamps to the side of the grill and adjusts to any angle, and its halogen light really does the trick. And here's a sharp idea. A fork that does double duty, because it not only turns our food, it also has a light to beam on our grill. Look, the fact is that this idea is so popular, several manufacturers have even built them into some of the top-of-the-line models. So there's no reason to undercook or char our food because we couldn't see what we were doing. You simply light up the night with a grill light, and it's a brighter way to say, ooh, it's so good.
5:16 in Morning on the Move today. Don, it's another success story of sorts for Southwest.
You know, I like these kind of stories, and I know everybody else does too. In Morning on the Move, money is flying into Southwest Airlines. The carrier is showing a second quarter profit of $246 million. It's the only major airline to remain profitable since 9/11. And a sure sign that big bucks are rolling in, Southwest has just ordered 15 new 737 jets to be delivered next year, according to Boeing. Those jets will cost Southwest about $750 million. And this was the scene in Alaska after a Cessna flipped on the runway. Investigators say the pilot was practicing touch and goes when he lost control of the plane, flipping it nose first onto its back. 2 people were on board, but were not injured. And here are a few tips that could help you save a few bucks on your car insurance. First, ask for higher deductibles. Typically, higher deductibles mean lower premiums. Next, buy a low-profile car. Cars that are expensive to repair or have a high theft rate generally have higher insurance costs. Also, drop collision coverages on older cars. If you own a car that's worth less than $2,000, you'll probably pay more for the coverage than you would ever collect on a claim. And finally, ask about discounts for airbags and other safety features. Matter of fact, I have an old car in the family, and I dropped a collision on it, I'm glad to say. Saved me quite a bit of money. Here's what's going on out there this morning. I'm going to take you on a virtual reality tour of 59, the Southwest Freeway, coming inbound there across the tollway, past the Channel 2 studios, around the West Park curve, across 59, down past Greenway Plaza, through the bridges, and on into the downtown area. Did you notice the green cars on the freeways? That means no slows or delays anywhere that we can find this morning. Here's our live Super City Cam shot to tell you about good traffic conditions down on 288. Coming in from Pearland here at the Beltway, as you can see, no slows or delays there this morning. And same thing over at the 610 West Loop, coming down from 290 at Hempstead on into the I-10 area, all the way into the Galleria, past 59, down to Bel Air and Meyerland. Things are ooh, so good. And that is your Goodson Chrysler Jeep Dodge Time Saver Traffic Report.
Now, Accuweather, clear and accurate weather information with meteorologist Wes Hohenstein, endorsed by the American Meteorological Society.
It is 5:18 on a Tuesday morning. Welcome into the Accuweather Storm Center. Did you survive the heat yesterday? I hope so, because we have more of it to deal with today. Let me get you outside and talk about your Tuesday. Here you go. Your day planner keeps us around 90 through lunchtime. Heat index right now is close to 90 in a few areas. The thermometer will read that towards lunchtime. A few clouds today. We'll keep the rain showers away. Mid-90s for your high, 92 by supper time. And as we head to bed tonight, about 9 or 10 o'clock, temperatures into the mid-80s. So it stays dry, but it also stays hot today. Currently 79 here in Houston. Our heat index is in the upper 80s. Generally upper 70s for everyone. Galveston still hanging right around 82 degrees. As we look around the region, there's not a whole lot going on across the southern parts of Texas, but we do have some showers and clouds to our north around Oklahoma and northern Texas. That is because there is a weak frontal boundary. This frontal boundary, not going to be a big deal as far as temperatures, but it will be a big deal as far as rain. It will increase our rain chances tomorrow as it pushes toward the southern part of the state. Today, ridge of high pressure still keeps us dry and very hot. In fact, yesterday we hit 96 degrees with a heat index above 105, no problem. So once again this afternoon, dangerous heat. Please make sure you're careful. All right, real quick, we want to check on what's formerly Tropical Depression 6. As soon as this guy entered into the Caribbean, right across the Lesser Antilles, which is the eastern part of the islands here in the Caribbean, it just entirely fell apart. The upper level winds kind of sheared it apart. However, we're going to continue to watch this because I think the clump of storms will kind of stay together as it pushes across the Caribbean. And yes, clump of storms is a meteorological term. Probably going to be an extra rain problem for Florida. We'll watch it, though. As you head outside today, it's going to be a warm one. Leave the umbrellas at home. 95 will be our high. 92 tomorrow, thanks to increasing clouds and rain chances. And we'll keep a 30% chance of showers on Thursday, and then return to hot and generally dry weather as we head toward the weekend. And if you're headed outside today and Wes is what to do, I'm going to send you over to the Miller Outdoor Theater. Today through Thursday at 11 o'clock each morning, the Children's Hilltop Theater Festival will go on. So if you're looking for something to do this week, the kids still enjoying time off school, as maybe the parents too, head over to the Miller Outdoor Theater. Going to be a little warm, but it should be dry.
It's an awesome venue. Thank you, Wes.
Okay. And time now is 5:21. It's 81 degrees outside the studios here at KPRC.
You know, some people have been skeptical if Lance Armstrong can pull off another win at the Tour de France. Well, in the next 10 minutes, we're going to show you what happened yesterday that has those skeptics eating their words.
And will we ever see Jennifer Aniston's name headlining alongside husband Brad Pitt at the box office? Well, Pitt pipes up about future films with his better half, or other half, coming up in Hollywood headlines. Thanks for waking up with us. This is Houston Daybreak. We'll be right back.
This segment of News to Houston is sponsored in part by Amazing Siding. Call 1-800-4SIDING.
Get a tax deduction to the maximum extent of the law by donating your car, boat, or RV to Volunteers of America. Spare yourself the hassle of getting rid of that vehicle and help those in need. Call now and we'll do the rest. Call 1-800-VOA-GIVE.
Ever wondered what kind of discounts employees get on their cars? Well, now it's your turn. Goodson Auto Group is proud to offer employee discount prices. This Thursday through Saturday, you can get the discounted employee price on any vehicle at any Goodson location, Honda and Chrysler Jeep Dodge. This is the largest selection in the Houston area, all at employee discounted prices. 3 days only. This Thursday through Saturday only, and only at Goodson.
These families need your help. You can help them by donating your car, boat, or RV to Volunteers of America. For over 100 years, Volunteers of America has been helping the nation's needy. Now you can help and get a tax deduction to boot. Call 1-800-VOA-GIVE.
Portion of this program is brought to you by Diamond Shamrock. Diamond Shamrock has a cool way to quench your thirst. Zip in and upsize your fountain drink for free. All summer at Diamond Shamrock, keeping you on the go.
Your news to go this morning: foreign aid workers and journalists evacuated from the U.S. Embassy in Liberia by American Marines. The fighting has intensified in the country's capital. More than 90 people are confirmed dead, but that number could be as high as 600. Many of the bodies are now being laid in front of the U.S. Embassy as a way of begging for help in ending the civil war.
In Louisiana, the investigation is underway into a freak accident involving an elevator and a patient on a hospital gurney. See, the elevator shut right on the gurney, descended, crushing the patient between the floor and the top of the elevator. Right now, it appears the death was an accident.
Salsa legend Celia Cruz will be laid to rest in New York today. Yesterday, mourners lined up outside a funeral home in Manhattan to say goodbye to the Cuban-born singer. She defected to the United States in 1960, where she quickly became an American standard in salsa music. Cruz was 78.
We have some huge names making news in Hollywood headlines this morning. First of all, actor Russell Crowe is taking on a new role, that of Daddy. He and wife Danielle are expecting their first child in January. The star of Gladiator and A Beautiful Mind says he looks forward to the birth, saying it'll be a wonderful joy, and adds that being pregnant for his wife Danielle so far is lots of fun. Just wait. Friends superstar Matt LeBlanc may be getting closer to getting his own sitcom. Sources say that he may be close to cutting a deal for a Friends spin-off revolving around LeBlanc's Joey Tribbiani character. LeBlanc's bargaining power certainly hasn't been hurt by the fact that he earned his second consecutive Emmy nomination just about a week ago. And they are Hollywood's hottest couple. Well, maybe it's Ben and Jen, but still Brad Pitt says that he has ruled out ever making a film with his actress wife, Jennifer Aniston. Pitt says he thinks that couples just make bad movies together. He says he thinks it's because there's simply too much baggage.
And switching to sports now, Lance Armstrong continues to amaze the crowds at the Tour de France. Armstrong fell off his bike yesterday and still managed to win the 15th stage of the race. He also increased his overall lead to 1 minute 7 seconds over rival Jan Ullrich of Germany. It should be noted that even after he fell, Jan slowed down the rest of the pack and allowed Lance to get back in the race. Interesting, interesting. Our time now is 5:25. It is 81 degrees outside. Several HPD officers in trouble this morning. Coming up on Daybreak, you'll hear why they're accused of taking care of their own business instead of looking out for you.
Plus, Governor Rick Perry picks his favorite candidate for Houston mayor. You'll find out who it is.
The local newspaper partnership, exclusively from Houston Community Newspapers and News 2 Houston.
All these people have a bone to pick with one guy, me.
Being single is not some sort of failure in my life.
If you want a man and you ain't got one, what is it you're defending? Next, Dr. Phil. Today at 3 on Channel 2.
I will play with my child and feed her imagination.
I will help my daughter learn by singing and reading with her every day.
I will take time to answer questions about my smallest patients.
New research shows that the first 6 years of life are the most important time for a child to learn.
I will talk to my newborn as if he can understand every word I say.
Call 713-464-0800 for free information and simple tips that can help children develop to their fullest.
What will you do?
They couldn't be more different. Annika, buttoned up, meticulous, and intense. Freddie, the ultimate natural, loose and laid back. But Sorenstam and Couples also have a great deal in common, including enormous talent and a fierce will to win. They also share an appreciation for fine timepieces. Rolex.
Come see the outstanding selection at IW Marks, your official Rolex jeweler.
Last year alone, nearly 195 million tons of goods moved through the Port of Houston. That's one heavyweight portfolio. The Port of Houston delivers the goods.
Behind them, a little too much fog. Ahead of them, a few too many people. But right now, life is perfect. Thanks to purple mountains, fruited plains, and a monumental lease offer on the Acura TL. See your Acura dealer for details.
Why is a local cop doing this? In a News 2 Houston investigators exclusive, wait till you see the other disturbing allegations we uncovered against that officer and the high-profile case we found in his past. That's tonight on News 2 Houston Nightbeat XM.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News 2 Houston Daybreak at 5:30.
This morning, a former Baylor basketball player is behind bars accused of killing another player, his roommate. The latest on this developing story is coming up on Daybreak.
Plus, a 5-year-old boy has been found after authorities spend all night searching for him. Find out who kept him away from his parents for an entire day. That's coming up in a live report.
Obviously, a lot of news to get to this Tuesday morning, and I'm happy to say that perhaps not that much traffic.
Yay! Tuesday morning commute time, looking good out there. Matter of fact, no slows or delays anywhere that we can find. Let's go to the map, shall we? And we're going to start up on the north side, way up there near Conroe, all the way in from that area down to the downtown area of Houston. No slows or delays. All the overnight construction has been picked up all over town, and things look good, especially down there on 288 at the tollway. Here's a live Super City Cam shot this morning. There is 290 at Fairbanks. Traffic beginning to build, but still lots of room between the cars. Same thing on 45, the North Freeway there at Airline, with no slows there either. That's your Goodson Chrysler Jeep Dodge Time Saver traffic.
Well, as traffic is beginning to build, so is the temperature. I notice it's a little bit warmer, by 1 degree.
How about yesterday, though? 96, heat index about 105.
I told you it was going to be ugly hot.
No likey. This time of year, this time of July, we are seeing the hottest That was proper English, wasn't it?
No likey.
This time of year, July, we're seeing averages about 94 degrees. So this is the hottest time of the year. Days also getting shorter. Again, we're heading toward the end of summer, by the way. Outside this morning, we have, well, not a whole lot going on. That ridge of high pressure still keeping us dry today, generally cloud-free. 79 degrees outside currently with a heat index of 84. But after hitting 96 yesterday, we'll be very close to that again today. We'll say 95 with temperatures this afternoon generally in the mid to lower 90s and just a 20% chance of rain. More on our cooler and wetter weather coming up in a few minutes.
5:30 now, we go straight to our big story this morning, a break in the case of missing Baylor basketball player Patrick Dennehy. His roommate, Carlton Dotson, is in a Maryland jail this morning, charged with murder. This after authorities in Waco tell the Dallas Morning News Dotson has confessed to killing Dennehy. Now, we have a picture of Dotson that was taken shortly after his arrest. And as this picture was taken, he was telling reporters he has not confessed to anything. Dotson has been at the very center of the investigation ever since Dennehy disappeared back in June. And here's what police in Chestertown, Maryland say finally led to his arrest.
He called us through the 911 center here in Kent County at approximately 4:30 Sunday afternoon on the 20th. He told them that he felt he needed some help. He needed counseling. And our people transported him to the hospital, which is our normal procedure for that type of a situation. After the interviews with the FBI, which were initiated by Mr. Dotson, authorities in Waco, Texas, issued a warrant for his arrest. At that point, we execute the warrant for the Texas authorities.
Waco police are holding a news conference later today. News to Houston will bring you the very latest on this developing story throughout the day.
And new this morning, an Amber Alert helps lead police to a missing 5-year-old boy. News to Houston's Amy Barnett is live in Dickinson, Galveston County with more on the boy's safe return. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, Kimbrough. What a happy story to report. We're so excited to say that young Christopher Byerly is in his family's arms this morning. Now, police in the Galveston County area and Texas Accuweather has spent the night searching for 5-year-old Christopher Bubba Byerly. Now, Byerly left with a family member yesterday morning. That family member, Daryl Shaver, never returned him yesterday afternoon, but we want to show you right here just a few moments ago, a Dickinson police officer brought Christopher here to the Texas Accuweather headquarters to be reunited with his family. A family member spotted the vehicle Shaver was driving outside an apartment complex in Alvin. Inside one of those apartments, they found the young boy asleep. He is doing very well this morning, and Daryl Shaver is in police custody. And we don't have to tell you who is in custody of his family this morning. Young Christopher here, his mom is with us now, Bobette Overman. How do you feel right now with what you're doing right now?
The best feeling in my whole life, my kid in my arms.
How is he doing? How does it seem like he's doing this morning?
He's fine. He's just trying to hide. Little shy, camera shy.
Stick a camera in his face, bring him over here in a police car. It's got to be a lot for him to handle, but I know that's certainly good news that he is doing well. We're going to step over here real quick and talk to stepmom and dad real quick, Jody and Richard. How are you feeling this morning?
Relieved, thankful, emotionless, kind of, just numb, just thankful it's over and he's home and be more careful.
And hopefully it's his last ride in a cop car.
There you go. And Dad, as soon as the car pulled up, we saw that Christopher jumped for you immediately. How did that make you feel?
Made me feel great. It's my boy.
How this Amber Alert went out, people knew immediately what type of vehicle Shaver was driving at the time. Police were on the scene. Accuweather was working. How does it make you feel that there was so much support, and how important do you think that was?
Very important. I mean, it was.
I definitely want to say that anybody who hasn't experienced this, that this is real, and these people have been awesome. And so please show your support to all these organizations out here, because they really, without God, they helped us and saved our son's life.
All right, thank you so much. And as you can see, young Christopher is doing well this morning. He is here with his family. He's going to go home with his mom and get some rest, which I'm sure he definitely needs. As for Daryl Shaver, police are questioning him, and we will bring you more information on what will happen to him, why he tells police he had the boy in the apartment, and why he did not bring the young boy home. As soon as we get that information, we will bring that to you. We are live in Dickinson, Galveston County. I'm Amy Barnett.
Hey, Amy, any word as to why the family allowed the boy to go with this man or friends, or how did he ever get to that position in the first place? place?
Right. Well, this was a family friend, and they say that Daryl Shaver had taken both of their children several times before. He was always very responsible with them, always brought them home when he said he was going to. But for some reason, this time he didn't. They got a little suspicious after they didn't get a phone call. First, they thought maybe something had happened, that both of them were hurt, maybe a car accident. They never heard anything, and they got suspicious. So there's a lot of unanswered questions, but they had no idea he would do something like this.
Happy ending now.
Yes.
Thank you, Amy. Good morning. Thank you for your report live from Dickinson. Well, new this morning, police opened fire on a suspected drug dealer in Southwest Houston. Police say an undercover officer was buying drugs from a man at a Texaco station on Shepherd and Westheimer overnight. As a uniformed officer tried to make an arrest, police say the man jumped in his vehicle and tried to run down the officers. The officers opened fire on the vehicle just before it slammed into a patrol car. The suspect was arrested along with 2 other passengers. No one was seriously injured.
81 degrees at 5:36. New this morning, the Houston Police Department is asking for your help to catch a serial robber. Authorities say the thief has targeted at least 20 people in the Montrose, West University, and Rice University areas. He is described as an African-American man in his mid-20s to mid-30s, around 5 feet 10 to 6 feet 4, between 200 and 250 pounds, with a black crew cut or afro-style hair. Suspect has been seen getting away in a dark green Toyota Camry or a black Nissan Maxima. If you have any information about this suspect or these crimes, please call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS.
In a story you'll see only on 2, 5 Houston police officers suspended. 2 officers from the Houston Lake Patrol and 3 from the Northeast Houston Patrol are accused of running personal errands while on the clock. People we spoke with are angry, saying the officers should have been answering emergency calls instead.
It's uncalled for, I think. They're here to protect us and protect the neighborhoods and the kids and things. All in a barbecue pit don't seem quite like what I'd be doing.
HPD officials say the officers have decided not to appeal their suspensions.
New this morning, an investigation into the September 11th attacks blames several different government agencies. The congressional probe says while many organizations are at fault, there is not a smoking gun among the information that could have prevented the attacks. The report did say, however, that one big problem is a lack of information sharing by intelligence agencies. The complete report will be made public on Thursday. And for the first time since leaving to go to war in Iraq, former POW Private Jessica Lynch will set foot in her hometown today. She's leaving a hospital in Washington, D.C., and is expected to arrive by helicopter in West Virginia this afternoon. Once there, Private Lynch will make her first public statement, then head home to the town of Palestine, where a special homecoming has already been prepared.
I think we're proud of her. I think she was doing her job. And I hope she can come home and get some peace.
Since she was rescued from an Iraqi hospital months ago, Private Lynch has been getting treatment for her injuries in Washington, D.C. And while at the hospital yesterday, she was decorated with the Bronze Star and the Purple Heart.
A show of support for Houston mayoral candidate Orlando Sanchez from Governor Rick Perry. In a letter to constituents, Governor Perry says Orlando not only embodies the American dream, he worked to make sure we all live that dream. Other candidates aren't sure if the governor's support now will mean much at the polls later. The mayoral election is this November.
Some good news this morning expected for Houston schools. The results of the first ever Nation's Report Card will be announced today in Washington. And HISD is expected to be ranked at or near the top compared to New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Atlanta, and Washington, D.C. in reading and writing scores.
And I guess with all of the other challenges HISD has, it's kind of nice to get some good news from time to time. We're working on the dropout problem, but the scores are going up, and that's good news, right, Don Armstrong?
That's exactly right, and we don't have any problems at all out on the freeway this morning. I am glad to report to you, and as soon as I turn my microphone on, you'll be able to hear me a lot better. How's that?
Perfect.
Okay, here's what's going on out there this morning. It's a good commute for you on your Tuesday morning. As a matter of fact, you're not going to find any slows at all. 290 minimal drive times, 18 minutes from 1960 on into the West Loop. 23-minute trip on I-10, the Katy Freeway from Barker Cypress into downtown. And same thing, NASA Road 1 into downtown. 45 the Gulf Freeway, it's a 21-minute trip there. Elsewhere around town, like I said, looks good. On 59, coming in from the Kingwood Porter area all the way into downtown, it's about 65 miles an hour is the trip time there. Let's look at our live Super City Cam shot, shall we? And we're going to take you to 290 at Skinner, and as you can see, traffic out there is beginning to build, but no slows there. Same thing on the Gulf Freeway at Lockwood. Traffic getting a little thick, but no problems there either. And that is your Goodson Chrysler Jeep Dodge Time Saver Traffic Report. Now to the Accuweather Storm Center. Let's find out how hot it's going to get today. Here's Wes.
I tell you what, about 15 to 20 places around the state yesterday made it above 100 degrees. We were not one of them, but we hit about 96. Looking across the state this morning, some clouds up to our north, but generally dry weather across southeast Texas. You can see those clouds and showers. That's associated with a cool front that is going to push into our area tomorrow. It's not going to sweep through and lower our temperatures or anything, but it will increase our rain chances. Just by a little. We have to worry about the heat this morning. No, not this afternoon, this morning. 79 right now here in Houston, 80 in Austin. The heat index in the mid and upper 80s this morning. So get ready for some heat today. We hit 96 yesterday, about 95 today. By lunchtime, around 90, so it's going to heat up quickly as we head home tonight around 92 degrees. A little cooler, a little better rain chance tomorrow. I'm back with that part of the forecast in a few minutes.
In Daybreak Dollars and Cents, the market analysts say the market is climbing too high, too fast, and that's to blame for recent declines.
News to Houston, Gigi Stone joins us live from the American Stock Exchange with that story and more. Good morning, Gigi.
Good morning, Kimberly and Gus here. That's true. Investors did some profit taking yesterday from the 4-month run up. It's only inevitable. We did have disappointing earnings from drug maker Merck, helping push stocks lower. And the one to watch this morning is Texas Instruments. Shares have been falling recently, but are set to rise today. They're up more than 3% in extended hours trading after the company reported better than expected earnings. Net jumping 27%, and that's on higher demand for its wireless chips. Let's check on those numbers this morning. We do have the Dow losing 1%, starting off the day at 90.96. The NASDAQ off more than 1.5% to 1681. And overseas, Asian stocks falling as well. Japan's Nikkei average down nearly 42 points. Meanwhile, Southwest Airlines has ordered 15 jets from Boeing at a price tag of about $750 million. You should know Southwest is the only major U.S. carrier to remain profitable over the past 2 years. And lastly, it seems Americans are taking less vacation time this year. A survey by online travel booker Expedia.com shows people plan to take 10% less vacation time than in 2002. And that's pretty much a result of the state of the economy, mostly job insecurity. For News 2 Houston Daybreak, I'm Gigi Stone. Back to you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not getting any more vacation myself, so I fit in that category.
You scared to take one?
Yeah,
I'm scared the person who's going to fill in for me will be better. You don't want to take
We wouldn't let it happen,
not
Gigi.
a chance. All right. You have a good day, Gigi. Time now is 5:42. She's got a good fan club here, by the way, so she's not going anywhere. And it's 81 degrees outside the studios.
Telemarketers that are now banned from calling you at home are changing their tactics a bit. And coming up in the next 10 minutes, a new plan by telemarketers to invade your home.
And a new way to fight acne. It's not a cream or a drug either. We'll tell you about this link between breaking out and stressing out coming up. Stick around. News 2 Houston Daybreak. We'll be right back.
This segment of News 2 Houston is sponsored in part by Amazing Siding. Call 1-800-4SIDING.
First mortgage interest rates can change daily, but there's one place that guarantees your rate won't change.
You've got the green light.
The rate you see is the rate you'll pay. And the closing cost? $995. No points, no other fees. Lock in this great deal now at 866-66 faster.
866-66 faster. You've got the green light.
Make tonight a Sonic night because there's a creamy smooth sundae with your name on it. What'll it be? Chocolate, strawberry, or pineapple? Like your fruit through a straw? An icy Sonic cream slush treat is just the ticket. How long has it been since you've had the rich taste of a cream pie shake? And don't miss out on our decadent strawberry cheesecake shake, the taste of real graham crackers and rich strawberry cheesecake in a cup. So many choices, so little summer. Make it a Sonic night.
It's the unexpected touches that make an anniversary special. Announcing the Lincoln Mercury Anniversary Clearance, featuring end-of-the-model year savings on every Lincoln and Mercury, including our great lineup of SUVs, Lincoln Navigator, the all-new Lincoln Aviator, and the award-winning Mercury Mountaineer with no-charge leather seating. Now get 0% financing for 60 months or up to $4,000 cash back, plus your dealer's best model year-end price. This is one anniversary you don't want to miss. Hurry to your Lincoln Mercury dealer.
5:45 now. So many of us rushed to the phones when we first heard about that national do not call list.
Yeah, but telemarketers aren't sweating it. They're simply expected to change their tactics. So now, rather than annoying phone calls at home, you're going to have to deal with an overload of spam emails. According to an anti-spam organization, these unwanted emails are expected to hit 7 trillion messages this year. That is double what was sent last year. On the Health Beat this morning, a new study says fish makes for great brain food.
And actually eating more fish may reduce your risk for Alzheimer's disease. Researchers found that people 65 and older who ate fish once a week had a 60% lower risk of the disease than those who never or rarely ate fish. Fish, of course, is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and that is believed to be important for brain development.
Could stress be ruining your skin? A new study of college students has found a link between stress and acne flare-ups. Researchers say the students' acne worsened during exam time or other periods of stress. The stress factor held even after researchers considered issues like lack of sleep and diet.
Do you always feel like you're sweating no matter what climate you're in? You're not alone. More than 2 million people suffer from excessive sweat, but you don't have to anymore. A new minimally invasive surgery uses cameras to help locate the nerve endings that cause the sweat, then shuts them down. The procedure only takes about half an hour, and you can go home the very same day.
And here's a look at what we'll have on the Health Beat when I see you again on News 2 Houston first at 4.
If you're a pizza lover, you're in luck. A new Italian study shows that eating pizza can lower your risk for certain cancers. Is it just pie in the sky, or could scientists really be onto something here? You be the judge. Today on News 2 Houston, first at 4.
Favorite kind?
Who? Pizza?
Pizza.
Pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms.
Whoa! Pepperoni black olive or Canadian bacon.
I can take some of that too.
I know, especially at 5:47 in the morning.
Serve it up.
It is 81 degrees.
It is likely the best $5 she ever spent. The story of a California woman who knows the art of bargain shopping. Her find that's worth a fortune. Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
Thanks for waking up with us. News to Houston Daybreak continues for Friendswood, Fresno, and Cypress Fairbanks. Stay with us.
This segment of News 2 Houston is sponsored in part by Randall Reed Ford.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! Hi, I'm Rick Ford of Randall Reed Ford with exciting news. We're now open Sunday after church. Don't make a $1,000 mistake by buying from a high-priced Saturday dealer. We guarantee to beat any deal by $1,000 or pay you $10,000 in cash. Choose from over 1,000 vehicles, all clearly disposable price for immediate delivery. Plus, get free tires for life with any purchase. I'm Rick Ford, and I guarantee you'll receive our best deal from the only Ford dealer in Houston open Sunday, Randall Reed Ford.
Scrumptious strawberry shortcake, now in a Newton. New strawberry shortcake Newtons. So indulgent, it's everything you could ever want in a dessert. In a Newton. New strawberry shortcake Newtons. Looks like a Newton, tastes like dessert.
Ever wondered what kind of discounts employees get on their cars? Well, now it's your turn. Goodson Auto Group is proud to offer employee discount prices. This Thursday through Saturday, you can get the discounted employee price on any vehicle at any Goodson location, Honda and Chrysler Jeep Dodge. This is the largest selection in the Houston area, all at employee discounted prices. 3 days only. This Thursday through Saturday only, and only at Goodson.
Portion of this program is brought to you by Texas Lottery. New Lotto Texas is here now with more ways to win and a chance for higher jackpots. It's a whole new ball game. Drawings every Wednesday and Saturday. Pick your numbers today.
5:49, your news to go. A 19-year-old Dallas woman is sentenced to 30 years behind bars for running over and killing a waitress. The 20-year-old Bennigan's waitress ran into the parking lot when Sarah Faust and her friends left without paying their bill. Faust says that she had been drinking and didn't realize the woman was behind her car when she took off and hit the waitress.
A Tacoma, Washington high school special education teacher is in jail this morning, charged with sexual misconduct. Police say one of the teacher's 16-year-old students says she had sex with him several times, and now she's pregnant.
A retired California truck driver could become a millionaire overnight. See, Terry Horton bought this painting for $5 at a thrift store. She said it was so ugly, she just had to have it. Well, a forensic art specialist later found the fingerprint of Jackson Pollock on the back of the artwork. Now, if it is indeed found to be a genuine Pollock, this painting would be worth millions.
I don't normally buy the things, I guess, when they're really, really ugly. That's her motivation. So it's kind of, oh, it's so ugly, I gotta have it. It's a little unusual.
Dolls, remember those? They were so ugly, they were cute.
Oh, well, that's a different thing. I kind of like the Cabbage Patch dolls.
You know, I have a section of my garage looks just like that painting.
Really? Check for fingerprints on the
That's the way.
Yeah. Well, it's only because of the, you know, the painting splatter that. Never mind. Here's what's going on out there this morning. We have really good conditions to start off your Tuesday morning commute. Right now, we're going to take you on a virtual reality tour of 45, the Gulf Freeway, heading on in past Hobby Airport, down toward the University of Houston, and right on past 59, the East Tex Freeway, and around up onto the Pierce Elevated this morning. Things look really good overall on all of the freeways. We're going to prove it to you with our live city cam shot this morning. 59, the Southwest Freeway traffic building coming in from the Sugar Land, Richmond, Rosenberg area here, past Bissonnette and on into Gessner and points on in toward downtown. And our other Super City Cam shot this morning is going to take us over to the 610 West Loop. This is northbound traffic over 59, the Southwest Freeway below. And as you can see, traffic coming up from Bel Air and Meyerland looking good as well. And that is your Goodson Chrysler Jeep Dodge Time Saver traffic reports.
Now, Accuweather, clear and accurate weather information with meteorologist Wes Hohenstein, endorsed by the American Meteorological Society.
Okay, 10 minutes till 6 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. We hit 96 yesterday, just as hot today, maybe about 95. I'm not going to split the difference with you, though. Dangerous heat in some areas, so make sure you're careful. Let's find out what's going on throughout your day. As you can see, not a whole lot of cloud cover today, as that ridge of high pressure still going to have a big effect on us. Lunchtime will put us already up to 90 degrees with the heat index close to 100, so it's going to warm up very quickly today. No chances of rain today. That happens tomorrow, and we'll keep things generally partly cloudy as we head toward 9 and 10 o'clock tonight. Temperatures around 84 degrees. Let's check out some live neighborhood weather net numbers this morning. It is hot and humid already in a few areas. LaPorte Junior High School down in LaPorte, right around 81 degrees. Up in Huntsville, 76. Temperatures generally mid and upper 70s and some lower 80s as you head toward the coast. As we look around the entire region, cut the state in half. Southern part, very hot, very dry. We have a weak frontal boundary to our north. You can see the clouds and the storms across southern Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. It's the cool front that's causing those chances of showers and severe weather. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to have severe weather, but as this system pushes closer to us tomorrow, we will have a chance of rain. Today, the high pressure and the heat still with us. The frontal boundary through here Wednesday and Thursday. Not really cooling us down any, but again, it will add to our rain chances. Quick check on Tropical Depression number 6. It really fell apart once it got into the Eastern Caribbean. It's still going to stay together as an unorganized system and maybe bring some rain across parts of Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and maybe by the end of the week into southern Florida. We're not going to worry too much about it until they upgrade it again, which they're not expected to. Today, we'll worry about the heat, 95 degrees, minimal chances of rain. That changes tomorrow when we go up to a 40% chance of showers and a high of 92. We'll keep rain in the forecast Thursday and then dry it back out for the weekend. And Wes is what to do today. I'm going to send you over to catch some food at the mall, or we're at James Coney Island because they're celebrating their 80th anniversary. So they're rolling back prices to 80 years ago. And in 1923, you can imagine how cheap a hot dog was. So maybe check that out today in and around your area. Okay?
All right. Thanks, Wes.
We'll be right back. More on Daybreak after this.
Are you sure about this? So this is that hill descent control feature. Right.
The acclaimed Freelanders with hill descent and four-wheel traction control standard.
So what'd you think?
Piece of cake.
Test one and yourself on the rock course at your Land Rover Center. Land Rover, the most well-traveled vehicles on Earth. Lease a Freelander S for $299 a month.
We're committed to making a big deal about weather and being your weather authority. And now you can track storms along with your Accuweather team with the free 2003 Hurricane and Flood Guide. It's updated in English and Spanish with information to keep you safe and has money-saving HEB coupons to save you money. Be prepared. Get your 2003 Hurricane and Flood Guide at any participating HEB store. From the Houston Chronicle, HEB, or Pantry Foods, and News to Houston, where local news and weather come first.
It's the unexpected touches that make an anniversary special. Announcing the Lincoln Mercury Anniversary Clearance, featuring end-of-the-model year savings on every Lincoln and Mercury, including our great lineup of SUVs, Lincoln Navigator, the all-new Lincoln Aviator, and the award-winning Mercury Mountaineer with no-charge leather seating. Now get 0% financing for 60 months or up to $4,000 cash back, plus your dealer's best model year-end price. This is one anniversary you don't want to miss. Hurry to your Lincoln Mercury dealer.
Welcome to Oriental Rug Bazaar, Houston's largest Oriental rug showroom. 3 full floors, over 20,000 square feet, thousands of handcrafted wool or silk Oriental rugs direct from our weaving centers. Astonishing quality, unbelievable values at Houston's lowest prices. For generations, a family tradition of quality and service. Oriental Rug Bazaar, 5525 Westheimer, just west of the Galleria.
This segment of News 2 Houston is sponsored in part by Champion Automotive Team.
Time now is 5:57, 81 degrees outside the studios here.
I don't know about you guys, but I love lists. Anything that's a list, I don't know why.
Shopping list?
No, it's just categorizing.
Grocery list.
Anything, people, things, places, I'm a sucker for.
Okay.
I am.
Well, we got a list for you then. All right. When you think of a pop culture icon, who comes to mind? Well, VH1 has compiled a list of the top 200 greatest, and some of them may surprise you. We'll work our way up. At number 200, The Rock, Queen Latifah, one above him. And Cartman from South Park landed at number 198. Closer to the top, Elvis Presley got 3rd place. Superman stole the number 2 spot. And can you guess who got to be number 1?
Kimbrel Marshall.
Drum roll, please. Oprah Winfrey.
What?
Yeah, you heard me right. Oprah was ranked VH1's top pop culture icon. Network staff judged on the celebrity's influence, name recognition, if there's a Halloween costume of them, and by the number of Saturday Night Live parodies. There you have it.
You know who else is on that list? It's Katie Couric.
Really?
Which number? Do you know which number?
Ooh, she's in the top 200. I don't know exactly, though. But you know what it's that first name recognition. If you don't need the Couric or the Winfrey or the Hohenstein, then that helped bump you up a ways.
I was going to say Wes is on that list.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Just west, 2003.
Just right.
Just Jack.
Cool, thanks, Don. 81 degrees now. It is 5:58. We have so much ahead coming up in our next hour.
News to Houston Daybreak at 6, where local news comes first, starts right now.
Live from KPRC Channel 2, where local news comes first. This is News to Houston Daybreak.
The chances of a happy ending seemingly slim this morning as police arrest a former Baylor basketball player for the death of his missing roommate. We've got the very latest on this story straight ahead.
And a statewide manhunt started overnight. Officials searching for a Galveston County man and this missing little boy. We have the very latest on the case coming up.
And a happy ending in that story. We want to get to that and other news this morning on this Tuesday, July 22nd. But first, let's start with the weather, and it's going to be a hot one again today.
Yeah, 96 yesterday, that heat index above 100. Expect those conditions again today. Not a whole lot going on with the weather. Generally clear on the satellite and the radar, but the thermometer is what's going to be busy today. Already 79 degrees with a heat index of 84. That's what it feels like as you head outside this morning. Once again, temperatures back into the mid-90s, that heat index above 100, so dangerously hot today. Some rain in the forecast tomorrow. We'll talk about that in the tropics coming up in the next half hour.
Just an hour ago, traffic was so great, we really didn't have to say 2 words about it.
You know, it's mornings like this that kind of scare me because it's been so smooth,
Like you know
so
something's
long.
coming.
Well, I hate to be that way, but it's kind of scary. It's still looking pretty good out there on the freeways. No problem slow.